how to read faster and remember more. Books are doors. The faster you can walk through them and the more you can carry out, the richer your life becomes. Yet, most people read like they drive in traffic, slow, distracted, and constantly braking. Speed without comprehension is useless. Comprehension without retention is wasted effort. The real goal is to read faster and remember more. Here's how to do it. First, kill the myth of fast readers. There's a fantasy that geniuses devour books at lightning speed and retail every line. The truth, most people who claim to read 1,000 words per minute are skimming headlines, not absorbing ideas. The point isn't to race, it's to absorb. Reading faster only matters if comprehension stays intact. So let's ditch the show off myth. Real speed reading is simply removing bad habits and sharpening focus. Point number two, break the bad habits slowing you down. If you read like most people, you are handicapping yourselves even without knowing it. Subvocalization. This is that inner voice narrating every word. It slows you down to speaking pace around 200 and 250 words per minute. You don't need to hear everything to understand it. Start training your eyes to take in chunks of words at once. Regression. Constantly backtracking to reread sentences kills momentum. Unless you are reading legal contracts, trust that context will fill the gaps. Finger paralysis. Letting your eyes wander without a guide wastes energy. Using your finger or a pen as a pacer can double your reading speed by forcing your eyes to move smoothly across the page. Point number three, preview before you dive. Smart readers don't just start at page 1 and blindly slog forward. They preview the terrain first. Skim the table of contents to see the structure. Glance at chapter headings and subheadings. Read the introduction and conclusion of a chapter before the middle. This isn't cheating, it's like checking the map before you hike. Knowing the destination helps your brain organize information as you go. Point number 4, train your eyes for bigger bites. Your eyes naturally fixate on 2 to 4 words at a time, but with practice, they can take in larger chunks, whole phrases in a single glance. This drastically cuts down the number of stops your eyes makes across each line. Exercises: use a pen to pace your eyes faster across the page than feels comfortable. Second, try apps or tools like Spritz or Beeline that display words in a rapid succession. Practice reading groups of words instead of one at a time, forcing your brain to absorb more per glance. Think of it like lifting weights for your eyes. Uncomfortable at first, liberating later. Point number 5. Eliminate distractions like a sniper. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't read slowly because of poor skill. They read slowly because they are distracted. Your brain wasn't designed to switch between a book and a buzzing notification. Create a reading ritual. Quiet room, no devices, set a time, morning or before bed works best. A clear intention. I will read 20 pages of X and extract 3 key insights. This transforms reading from a background hobby into a focused act of learning. Point number 6. Mark, don't memorize. Your brain forgets most of what you read within days. To fight the forgetting curve, you need active engagement. Highlighting random lines isn't enough. Instead, underline sparingly only when something hits you. Jot short notes in the margin. Summarize key ideas in your own words at the end of each chapter. The act of writing cements memory. Passive reading is slippery. Active reading sticks. Point number 7. Summarize with Feynman's technique. Richard Feynman, the Nobel-winning physicist, taught that if you can't explain something simply, you don't understand it. Apply this to your books. After reading a short summary, as if teaching a beginner, ask, what is the main idea? How would I explain it in plain language? How does it connect to what I already know? This not only helps you remember it, it forces true understanding. Point number 8. Spaced repetition is your secret weapon. Memory isn't built in one sitting. You need to revisit information at specific intervals. This is where spaced repetition comes in. Here's how to use it with books. Day 1, review your chapter notes. Day 3, revisit your notes again, testing yourselves on the key points. Day 7, summarize the big ideas out loud. Day 30, reread your own summaries, not the book. By revisiting ideas at a paced interval, you trick your brain into thinking the information is essential. Result, long term retention. Point number 9, apply immediately or forget quickly. The fastest way to remember a concept, use it in your actual life. Read a book about habits, implement one habit today. Read a book about money, try one financial principle this week. Knowledge unused decays like fruit left out in the sun. Knowledge applied hardens into wisdom. If you want retention, action is non negotiable. Point number 10, mix formats: reading, listening, teaching. Different formats activate different memory pathways. Try this cycle. 1, read a book. Point number 2, listen to the audiobook while walking or commuting. Point 3, teach the core lessons to a friend in a blog or on a video. Each repetition deepens understanding. You're not just consuming, you are producing. That's what cements memory. Point number 11, don't just read more, read better. Speed is pointless if you're choosing trash. Life is too short for mediocre books. Choose ones that challenge your world view, offer practical wisdom, stand the test of time. 10. Well read, well remembered books beat 100 skimmed and forgotten ones. Point number 12, build your personal knowledge library. Don't just leave wisdom trapped in the books you close. Extract it and build a system. The options that you have, like digital notes, Notion, Obsidian, Evernote, the analog system like index cards, commonplace book, themed summaries, grouping insights by topic, productivity, money, relationships, whatever you choose. Over the years, you will have your own curated library of distilled wisdom, your personalized encyclopedia. That's more valuable than any single book. Point number 13, create a reading rhythm, not a sprint. Cramming 300 pages in one weekend looks impressive, but retention suffers. It's better to read consistently 20 to 30 minutes a day than in rare binges. Consistency trains your brain to expect and absorb. Think of it like an exercise. 3 workouts a week beats one all nighter at the gym. Point number 14, protect reading as a life priority. Most adults claim that they don't have the time to read. Translation, they spend hours scrolling junk on their phone. Reading faster starts with treating reading as non negotiable. Carry a book everywhere. Replace 30 minutes of your screen time with pages. Treat books like mental fuel, not optional entertainment. Once you do, reading won't feel like a luxury, it'll feel like breathing. Okay, now, so to tie all of this together, here's how a high retention reading day might look like. Morning, 20 minutes, preview the chapter, read with a pen, jot 2 to 3 notes. Afternoon, 5 minutes, review the notes, highlight one idea to apply today. Evening, 10 minutes, summarize in your own words before bed. That's 35 minutes total. In a month, you've not only read but remembered and applied an entire book, probably. Reading faster and remembering more isn't about hacks, it's about respect. Respect for your own time, for your attention, for the wisdom buried in the pages that can save you years of mistake. You don't need superhuman talent. You need intention. Preview the map, guide actively, cut distractions, engage actively, repeat strategically, apply immediately, teach fearlessly. Build your library of wisdom as if your life depends on it. Because in many ways, it does. Read faster, yes, but more importantly, remember longer. Because in the end, productivity isn't about pages consumed, it's about a life transformed by the ideas you choose to keep.